Good evening, everybody. I'm Bart Winkler. Welcome into the Winklerverse on a Sunday night, wrapping up the month of June. It is the 29th. I just had a couple of quick things that I wanted to get off my chest regarding the Brewers and regarding the Bucks. The first one is this Malik Beasley situation, as was reported on Sunday morning with the news on Sports Center. Sham Sharania had the update, and I will present that to you via Sports Center. Kind of a bit of a shocker, but maybe when you dig into it, maybe not so much. Here's Shams.
Back on SportsCenter with breaking news. A very busy day for Shams Charania. And Shams, we thought it would be mostly team options, player options, free agency. But I understand you have news involving an NBA free agent, but of a more serious sort. What's going on?
This is a serious development for one of the NBA's top free agents right now. Sources tell me the U.S. District Attorney's Office is investigating Detroit Pistons guard Malik Beasley on allegations of gambling on NBA games and prop bets. I'm told it was during allegedly the 2023-2024 season. I have a quote from Beasley's attorney, Steve Haney. He said, an investigation is not a charge. Malik is afforded the same right of the presumption of innocence as anyone else under the U.S. Constitution. As of now, he has not been charged with anything. I am told, though, that Beasley and the Pistons were in serious talks on finalizing a 3-year, $42 million contract that would have brought Beasley back to Detroit. But now those talks are on pause. Talks around the league, likely on pause for Malik Beasley as well.
So the problem with this is a lot of things. One, apparently he was doing this while with the Bucks. And there's a lot of video that people have been finding and sharing with Malik Beasley. I don't have probably time to show every single clip. I think the one that I've been laughing at the most is one that Hater Report shared, where Beasley's like at the top of the key and it just lets the guy walk right by him. If you're on the Dan Shaney YouTube, there's Beasley at the top of the key. They're playing the Pacers. They're up 7 with 6:20 to go. The guy points which way he's going to go. Beasley just stands there like a statue, just completely frozen. And there's a lot of these videos that have come out. You can just, type in Google or Twitter, whatever, Beasley. It looks bad. It looks bad. His stats did get progressively worse as he was with the Buck in that 23-24 season. What would it mean? Well, it would explain some. It would explain some about why this team's been such dog shit as they go into April. Did Malik Beasley cost us a championship? No. I saw an interesting theory that maybe Malik Beasley was a league plant to tank games to get Giannis out of Milwaukee. And at this point, who's to say that that's not the case? It's a shit show what they're doing here. Bucks also retained Bobby Portis. So there's a lot going on regarding the Milwaukee Bucks. Q is joining us. Always good to speak with you. What's up, brother man?
Mr. Winkler. What a day. We've had some zigging and some zagging. The Malik Beasley news is pretty strange. I don't really know what to make of it. Thank goodness he's not here and under contract. But Big Bob signing, what is it? 3 years, 44?
3 for 44.
So that's like 14 a year?
Yeah, so you had a $13 million player option, which Horst has given out these player options like crack. The content, it just felt like he's tacking on a player option on a contract that doesn't need a player option. So Bobby had a decision to make. He opts out of that. The Bucks are like, okay, fine. We're going to extend you. I'm pro Portis staying here. I think it's another case of if not him, then who? I'm pro Portis in general. I think he is more of a net positive than a net negative. I understand there are some times where it's really hard to watch him, maybe defensively. I'm fine with him being here. I don't really know where else to go with this team. There's not a lot of options, so you got to look at the guys that you can keep Gary Trent Jr. is a guy I'd like to keep. Although now if Malik Beasley's not available, Trent may command more money. I've been very clear that I think our time with Brook needs to come to an end. But what are the options there? So I'm happy to see Bobby around. What do the financials break down to? $15 million a year?
Yeah, 14, 15 a year. And honestly, after the Nas Reed signing, I think he signed closer to 20 a year for 5 years. I was concerned Big Bob was going to be maybe leaving because I didn't think we could afford him at that price. So I think he did the Bucks franchise another solid, and it should free us up to definitely make a run at Gary Trent Jr. I think Jim Orlowski was reporting this week that he's only looking for like 10 million a year. Maybe you're right. Maybe that bumps up, but I think we have like the full MLE, which is like 16. And you can split that amongst players. So even if we get Gary for like 10 to 12 a year, we still should have enough to like sign somebody else as well. So I think there's still a lot of bad blood about that the Chris Middleton trade.
Sure.
But I think all this optionality that we have, it's really because we got under the second apron. And I don't know. I think like what's his name? Bogey. I think he goes by Bogey. The
Bobo Jube Markovic.
Yeah, I think he goes by Bogey as the nickname, so that's what I'm going to stick with.
Yeah.
But interesting trade. It'll be interesting to see how he does in Summer League in a couple weeks. But I think John Horst has not really excelled in the draft, as you covered earlier this week. But I think he really has done a lot of interesting and creative things to keep the team relevant. And we really haven't had this much cap space or flexibility since like the summer that we signed Brook and a couple other guys and Pat Connaughton. So like, I'm not saying we're gonna reload this summer, but it's just really interesting to like be part of free agency where before it felt like we just had to wait 2 or 3 weeks for guys to not get signed, and then we would like pick over the clearance aisle. So
all that aside, Q, do you think Malik Beasley's guilty?
I have no idea. I think the fact that it got announced this way and that like the feds are involved, it doesn't look good, but I hope that it's not true.
Jake, hot take Jake, ladies and gentlemen. Hot take Jake.
Oh, I had to. I saw Q's beautiful face. I was like, for old time's sake, let's get it in there.
Yeah, I was driving back from Madison today, and I was listening to you guys chat, and I was like, oh man, I wish I would have caught on. So I was excited when I saw this pop up.
Well, should we go for real old time's sake?
Uh-oh. Who do we got?
Austin.
Whoa!
There it is.
Whoa, Austin.
My heart is full in this moment.
I miss you guys.
Mr. Two. We're not doing a marathon tonight. I got family movie night coming up here.
Oh, what are you guys gonna watch?
I think Minecraft.
What's that?
Minecraft movie?
Okay.
It's
Good
pretty
luck
good.
with that.
You'll get some laughs. Like there's some adult humor in it. I think you'll like it.
Okay. He's taking a bath right now, and then we're gonna go Minecraft movie.
There you go.
So I just wanted to talk a couple Bucks things and a couple Brewers things. We're on the topic of Bucks. This Portis thing for you guys that just hopped in. I don't know that you can have unless you really hated Bobby. Even if you really hated Bobby, like for the price and the situation, you kind of have to do this.
Well, there's
Professional
a big
reset. What
contingent.
exactly happened with Bobby?
Bobby signed a 3-year, $44 million deal with the Bucks.
It's fine.
There's a big contingent of Bucks fans that like
Austin's got that farmer tan like no other.
Dude, no, I was golfing and I was on Lake Michigan today catching salmon.
I really did. I thought that was a t-shirt.
No.
Whoa.
No.
Looking good, man. You are representing true Wisconsinite.
Yeah.
For the Bobby thing, there's a large contingent of Bucks fans that have blamed him. Like, they need to have a scapegoat for why they haven't been back or they haven't had success since the title. And Bobby's been the guy, which is ridiculous to me, because he's just like the model of consistency. He never gets hurt. When Giannis is out, he'll give you like 28 points and 14 rebounds at a bargain of a contract. So I think the other thing is, this is a guy who's been genuine. When he first signed an extension to stay in Milwaukee for a lot less money than people thought he was going to get, he essentially said, like, I found a place that feels like home and this is where I want to be. So he stuck to his word, which is pretty crazy in this day and age. And I'm super jacked to have Big Bob back on the ass.
Did you see Malik Beasley got accused of gambling or shaving points?
Yeah, that's true.
Austin,
I
did you
just
see that?
I heard that. I heard that part. Yeah.
100% true.
Well, this was I think the bigger thing. Like, Jonte Porter was accused of it, and then he was found guilty. And Shohei, we thought was, and then it was his transfer.
That one needs to be revisited.
But I don't like. Of course, this shit's going to happen.
Of
course, this shit's going to happen.
I want to get it on the record real quick. I know it's the whole innocent until proven guilty thing, but isn't it like 99% of those cases that actually, well, no, they were guilty. So it's just like a bullshit thing that we say, like, because you got to leave that little bit of doubt. I don't know.
The agent or the lawyer wasn't even like, no, this is blasphemy. He was like, look, this charges. We got to go through the court system.
I'm just trying to get him lowered here.
Everybody take it easy, okay? Just hold on a minute. Like,
we gotta he's not guilty yet.
This is a lot to deal with on a Sunday, though. Can you imagine, like, having to, like, deal with this on a Sunday afternoon? It's crazy.
Are Sundays pretty sacred for you, Q?
No, well, I just, like, I don't know. Just because he's an attorney doesn't mean, like, he wasn't out partying or something last night, and then, like, he's got to show up and, like, lie for his client potentially. Like, that's unexpectedly. It's not easy. Or maybe Malik just has a shit attorney. I don't know. I think back to the Big Bob thing. The other thing, like, we could play him at center or Giannis at center. So it really does give us the flexibility to let Brook walk or, like, potentially do a sign-in trade with Brook. So I think having that, like, kind of done makes us have even more options than we did before we woke up this morning. So,
well, let me ask you this: with Bobby was gone and Thanasis isn't here, like, when somebody steps to Giannis, who's going to step in and put an end to that shit? Like, you got to have a guy like that on the team.
Sophie Cunningham.
Or maybe it's Bogey. We just keep Bogey around and you just got those braces coming at you. I wouldn't mess with that.
A 7-year-old kid comes after you. Yeah.
Have you ever punched somebody with braces in the mouth? I feel like you'd cut your hand. I haven't done it, but I wouldn't think twice. I would, like, there's no way I would do it.
Bart has.
No, the closest I got to that was, you guys ever play this game called High Point? You take a Coke can, and you have a Coke can, and then you smash it in half. And then when you do that, it leaves two, like, sharp edges on each side. And so the goal is then you have to hit the can at its highest point, which we did this in cafeteria or lunch, whatever, in 8th grade. And we'd all come back to our homeroom just, like, bleeding from here to here. Everyone just shredded fucking our hands. But it was the game. The game was High Point. There was no winner.
Didn't have
no loser. You just played High Point.
We used to be a proper country, see? This is how kids spent their time.
I want to talk a little Brewers. Any other Bucks things you guys want to get off your chest?
I want to go on the record and say I hope we bring Porter Jr. back. I hope we can get Gary Trent and Porter Jr. I want to run it back. So even if they get Brook on the minimum, like, just bring it back. I don't care. I think we can get, like, a 4 or 5 seed just bringing back the squad from last year. So,
well, I don't want to bring it back, but
Yeah, I agree with Bart. I think it's just time to move on.
I'm done with Brooke as well.
I would say my official Bucks thing right now to end the Bucks talk is that I don't think this draft pick ever plays for the Bucks. Like, I don't think he ever plays a minute.
Well, we'll see. When's the first summer league game? Next week? 2
I think
weeks?
it's the 11th. I think I heard.
I think
Post
he's
game
the-
show? Should I take
his
off my
diamonds
real job and do a
yeah.
post game show?
Absolutely.
Go.
I can tell you missed this a little bit, Bart.
I miss it. Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, we all do.
Jumping on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Are you guys all getting your gummies delivered frequently?
Well, I was going to, but then I realized that I already used my Bart promo, and I know I can only.
No,
use it
Jake, you
once.
can use the Bart promo anytime.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah, happyplacehemp.com. The Bart promo is good anytime you want to use it. You get 25% off the gummies and the seltzers and everything they have there at happyplacehemp.com.
Cooking with gas now. All right.
25% off.
I was at a golf outing, real quick. I was at a golf outing yesterday, and so I didn't bring my Happy Place hemp with me because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be stoned while I'm playing golf. And we're on the last like 3 holes, and there's this guy out there, and he's like, I got these gummies. He was like a vendor at the hole, and he's like, I got these gummies. He like must have thought that I just constantly am high. And I was like,
He profiled you, bro.
I guess I'll take
Yeah,
one.
I mean,
I was like,
you-
where are they from? And he said,
you can judge a
Happy
book.
Place Hemp.
No
were?
way.
Yeah.
In Michigan?
No, Madison.
Oh, Madison. Okay.
Was it one of the guys?
No, I have no idea who the fuck it was.
Oh,
Yeah,
All
it was
right.
just weird Winkler coincidence, I guess.
well,
Or
that's
maybe
good.
he listens to the other station. I don't know.
Well, a
Uh,
lot of
no.
families get back together around the holidays. We just do it for the 4th of July. So good to see you guys. I'm going to drop off because I'm not into this crew. So they're just going to let us down again. But I'll let you guys be excited about the mid-season glory that is the Milwaukee Brewers. See you guys.
That's
Thank
valid.
you.
Hank the dog.
I
All right,
just
so I
got
took my
it.
I took my kid to the game today, Sunday, and I was gonna like when we've gone to games, I've spoiled him. He's set low, and I thought he needs to sit in the 400s. He needs to
This is how the peasants live. You know, the
Yeah.
people that don't have national shows. This is
Yeah.
what they have to deal with.
I've spoiled him.
the rubes.
So then I went online to go look at 400 tickets, and I see these $65 seats, second row from the dugout, staring me in the face. And I'm like, got to do that.
Damn,
So-
how'd you score that?
I don't know. It was on SeatGeek.
Sunday
Promo code
afternoon
Bart
game,
maybe
too.
still works. So we sat there, and it was a family next to us, and I go, because I like to get the aisle, and there was a few rows back that I could have got the aisle because you want to leave on your own accord.
Of course.
And it's hot, and you're going to have to leave with a kid.
Leave some space for the boys, you know?
It's just one family, and we're 2 rows back. I can't pass that up. And I go, I don't think we'll be leaving. I'm trying to limit how much we leave. Like, and the guy's like, yeah. Okay. So we probably rode about 4 innings in the good seats, which he liked. But then he was getting hot. We're getting hot. So we went to the store, and then I said, I want to show you what it's like in the 400s. So I took him up to the 400s, and he thought it was cool. And then we went to the highest seat, and then he got, scared. So we went back down, and then he wanted to do the kid zone, and then we sat in the outfield for like a minute because I just wanted to. I don't know. What's he going to retain of this? I don't know, but I feel like he needs to see these other vantage points, especially after I spoil him. We did leave because I'm not getting stuck in traffic, so we left in the 8th, and then the
Oh God.
game goes to the 11th. So we watched it on TV.
Yeah,
You
I
guys
saw
looked at
people were
me.
pretty mad today, right? I mean,
Well, let me read you this tweet from Homer,
oh God.
since I don't care about talking about people anymore.
Is that the ESPN guy?
Just 1 in 162, but worst loss of the season. It was very hard to do. Playing horrible team and ahead with 2 outs in 9th and tied in 10th with 1st and 2nd, no outs. Yeah, I mean, if you have
I
the
don't know
Rockies
about
on your
worst loss.
schedule, you would like to sweep them. Also, you didn't, so who
No,
cares?
dude, shut up. It's baseball. 162 fucking games. Like that shit's gonna happen.
Yeah, what I was pissed about was that they couldn't get a ball to the outfield after the home runs. That's what I didn't like.
Well, it sucks that they lost
but-
on a Sun. Well, it's good. It's good for radio that they lost on a Sunday, because now, if they would have lost on Friday or Saturday, who cares? Now you lost on a Sunday. Monday's the next day. You get to talk about it. You get to be super irate, super pissed. I just don't understand why a guy like Homer, who is, how old is he? 60 something?
I thought whatever. Too old.
How just breeze into the retirement? There's no reason to keep doing this.
No,
You got your hour. You do your show. You're a respected voice. You do Marquette. Why you got to get worked up online? Why we got to keep doing this shit? These people retire. Ted Davis, Dan Needles. Why are we hearing from any of them ever? Retire. You're retired. Be retired.
I think I blocked all these people.
Well, I think it's a microcosm of that generation. Like they just want to hold on, and it's like, do the world a favor and just fucking die. Like I know
Well,
that.
Not even die, but just go away.
Die off.
Like Aaron Rodgers is going to do after this season.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's just going to go away. You'll never hear from him again, Bart. You will never have to do another segment on your show about Rodgers after this year.
Just it's the 1 out of 162. Like, yeah, they were up, and Arcia hit the home run, and bummer we couldn't, scratch it. All right, well, they're going to play on Tuesday.
Right.
They're having a good month. They're the best team in the league in the last 30 days.
Oh, let me show you something. I am all aboard this.
Summer of Sale.
I'm all for Sal now. I've completely changed my tune after today. I was bitching at my buddy yesterday. He called me that because Sal had a good game, and I was like, yeah, well, you could have a better batting average. He said he's hitting 298. I said, well, not good enough. And
there's only one outfielder in all of baseball hitting over 300, and that's Aaron Judge.
Yeah, I figured.
Now that was 2 weeks ago. I could double check that, but
he's probably hitting like 350.
Yeah, and he's hitting
that
3
guy's
something.
insane.
Isn't Sal Frelick? Isn't he like the baseball version for Grant of Rashawn Gary, where he just hates him for some reason? Isn't that his guy?
I don't know. I usually tune out when we're talking Brewers.
Yeah, I don't. He does not care for Sal for sure.
I don't blame you, Bart. Like, I mean, I think Q pretty much nailed it. Where it's like, cool. Like, this is great. They're gonna do the same thing at the end of the year. Like, that's literally all they do.
I don't know. My kid's bringing me back into it. Like, he got really into this game.
All right. Well,
yeah, I'm not resigned to the fact that they'll never win a World Series. I highly doubt that this will be a year that they do it. But if they keep their loss today, if they would have won, would they have been even with the Cubs?
No, but
or they been half game back?
They are.
Are they 2 back now?
2 back of the Cubs.
They are 2 back. So they okay. So, I mean, you got them right where you want them. I don't know, but as long as I almost dropped the big F-bomb. As long as you're competing,
we broke that already.
There'll be I don't know. I don't want them to be sellers.
This is what they do, though. This is the annoying thing. Like they never have a direction. It's like they'll be buyers and sellers. It's very much reminiscent of like the Herb Cole era Bucks, where like, yeah, they're kind of in it and like, they're going for that playoff spot, but just pick a direction and go all in.
Well,
I don't think they're going to be sellers. I think they'll go for it.
And what can they get? I
don't know, third base.
They got to get somebody with some pop, because Murphy was saying that this is the way they got to play, is these infield hits, and that's why I was like, I didn't understand how you cannot get the ball outside of the infield for I don't know, 3-4 innings.
There's just going to be a lot of dumb conversation on Monday that wouldn't exist if they won this game and lost on Saturday.
Probably.
And also they lost. It was 11 in. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I know, whatever, but still, I would have liked them to have won.
Well, yeah.
And
Well,
in a
yeah.
macro scheme of it, like looking at it for September, as long as they can stay, within a few games of the Cubs and don't let the Cardinals creep in there, be buyers at the deadline.
It's their typical season. They're gonna get the wild card. They'll probably lose the wild card.
It is typical.
Yeah,
I
just
get it, but
could be worse.
Yeah, we could be could be the Rockies, could be the White Sox, could be any other shit franchise. But I don't know. I think it's cool when the Brewers make the postseason. It's fucking every time that they make it, it sucks. But
The one I always come back to is like, would you rather be the Brewers or the Royals? Because the Royals got a World Series and then have done nothing, did nothing before, did nothing
Royals.
after.
I'd rather be the Royals.
I'd rather be the Marlins.
I'd rather, Marlins. Anybody that has won a World Series, anybody.
So you would take like that one World Series and then just go 15
The
years
rest of my
nothing.
life.
The rest of your life. Okay.
Yeah, just to
Interesting.
experience it one time. Absolutely.
Well, here's where I disagree on that. And this kind of goes towards life. For a lot of people, big accomplishments are all about the chase. It's not actually the accomplishment. So then after you accomplish it, you kind of feel empty inside. So
Like Rory McIlroy in the Masters.
Yeah, like the
Yeah,
Oklahoma City Thunder, the second they won the game.
Mhm.
That's right.
They're like, okay. that was
Yeah,
fun.
well, that was okay.
Well, I
guess
know you
did
just
it.
cracked a beer, but I got to go watch Minecraft.
That's all right. I'm gonna go finish watching Squid Game.
All right.
Is it any good?
It's
I heard season 3 was a downer.
I'm liking it so far. It's
Okay.
fantastic. So
Bar, you missed a good show. Killers were great.
Oh, fuck yeah. I believe it.
There'll be
All
another
right.
chance.
This is
All right.
fantastic. Miss you guys. Have a good
Yeah.
one.
Thank you guys, everyone, for stopping into the Winklerverse.